I was just checking, there was a question in the chat, so I wanted to send that out, but we might be running out of time, so I want to just kind of be mindful of folks' time. And if our panelists, Chris and Andrea, want to answer that last question from Justin in the chat, we can make sure that that goes out. So we had done the intro for Howie, and I'm sorry it's a little disjointed, but Howie, do you want to just connect back on that? Because I know we're starting about 15 minutes late here then.
So you're going to have them answer the question or have me give my rap?
No, I think we're going to move into you.
Okay.
I'll type my answer.
We want to end by 4:30?
I think it depends on your time, but that's what we said was, yeah, the ending.
Well, I got the time, but people expectation was 4:30. So should I stick to that?
You should try to, I think. Yeah, we can try to. And then we can have some room for any comments or questions.
Okay, well, I was asked to speak to a closing rally, which virtually is kind of strange, about green socialist organizing. And, that's what the campaign that Angela Walker and I ran about, on a green socialist program, an eco-socialist program. So what I thought I'd do is do a brief balance sheet on what we got out of the campaign, and then talk about perspectives and opportunities in national politics in the Green Party's role in it, in the current political situation. We've talked a lot about local organizing. We're not going to have a national impact if we don't build a local base. So I'm not taking away from that at all. I think that should be our primary emphasis. But we also do have a national presence. So let's take a look at that. So, first thing is, I'm surprisingly encouraged at how much energy there is at the grassroots of the Green Party around the country, despite a very rough year. 2020, it was anybody but Trump, and it wasn't just, the corporate liberals, corporate media that totally blanked us out. We were actually attacked by most of the prominent progressive pundits, the socialists, the progressives, the ones you read online in Common Dreams, etc. And my evaluation is these people gave up on their own analysis because they were saying, we got to back a neoliberal imperialist named Joe Biden to defeat Trumpism. I had a conversation with one whose name you would know, I won't say who it is, who said, well, we can start a third party once we get rid of Trump. And I said, hey, Trump is an expression of this old racist political trend in American politics. They were called the Dixiecrats back during the Civil Rights Movement. They were the Redeemers back during Reconstruction. And they're still around, although they're much diminished. And by backing, neoliberal austerity from the Democratic Party, that fertilizes the soil for the reactionaries, the racists who scapegoat minorities and marginalized people of all kinds for problems that are created by capitalism and the big corporations. And the Democrats don't have an answer for that. So that's the larger dynamic we're in. Now, we got over 400,000 votes. Pennsylvania just came in with another 1,200 or so. The final count is official with one of those offices in Washington, but, the states are still slowly reporting. Now, that's about mid-range what we've done since Nader's first campaign, which, considering all we went through in 2020, isn't too bad. It's something to build upon. But we have to understand the larger dynamic in these presidential campaigns determines our outcome much more than who our candidates are, what our platform is, how we execute. Because there's just a larger dynamic, and we're like a cork on the ocean. We don't have a strong enough party that's a big boat that can steer our way through those currents. So that gets back to local organizing and building that base.